Is it working yet? Is this bitch working yet? My God. You guys don't even know. You don't even know. It's 12:09. Burns is not live as yet. And I'm not even sweating anymore. It's like, oh, now is when you want to go down on me. Now is when you that, oops. Now is when Google wants to shut down and not run on my computer. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching this from, whenever you watch this. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Burns. I am your certified detox specialist, and I am here with the Real Juicy Detox in the kitchen. We are having so much fun in this kitchen. If you're having as much fun as we are having, type "I'm having fun" in the comments. If you guys are having as much fun as we are having on this juicy detox in this kitchen, coming up with the most amazing recipes to continue the detox journey with our families, let me know in the comments. Type "I am having fun," because I'm having fun, right? Kim is ready for class. Yes, indeed. Alana says, me too. Hello, hello, hello. Let's get this party started. I love that you guys can come in early on YouTube to, how are you doing that? That is very cool that you can do that. I'm not sure how you're able to type comments before I go live because it wasn't working on my side. Hello, Gwen. Gwen says, hello, everyone. Carlene is in the house. Hi there, Carlene. That was like a bad slip. I'm not even putting, okay, I slipped. This is what now is when you want to go down on me? Okay, stop. It was Chrome. It was Chrome. My Chrome browser was interesting first words. I'm telling you. Good afternoon, Tanya. You guys having fun in my kitchen? Yes. LOL, having a great day. Awesome. Oh my God. Victoria liked the pizza. Kim. Okay, I think all of the little pies that I made got eaten up. This is a game changer in my house, in my world. This right here. And that's what we're going to be doing today. But you know what I got to do first? I got to share this beautiful experience out with all of my juicy groups. Living my best life, Alana says. Having fun all day, every day. Yes, girl. Hi, Amy. Amy is having fun. You guys are awesome. Jojo says, love the t-shirt, right? We are going to be eventually making instant noodles. These buckwheat situation thing is going to go. We're going down with this. Okay, that keeps on being. Oh my God. Stop it. Hi, Courtney. Oh my God, you're here. Listen, you guys are in for a treat today. I'm not even playing with you anymore. We're not playing anymore. All right. That was just warm up. That was just a warm up the last week of culinary adventures in the kitchen with the Real Juicy Detox. We're just getting warmed up, baby. Tanya Ray says, I love the recipes. Fun, fun, fun. Yes, girl. Yes. Isn't it freeing to know that we can eat such beautiful food that tastes way better than anything we've ever eaten before? Like, seriously. Somebody put a comment in the YouTube channel that I'm going to read out in a minute about this pizza. But let me just go through the welcoming. Tanya says, my dehydrator will be here tomorrow. I'm stoked. Yeah, baby. We're gonna, guys, it is. She liked the video of your pizza. Today she's willing to try it. Yesterday she wasn't willing to try it. Well, there you go. There you go. A little encouragement goes a long way, right? A little group dynamic helps everybody. That's why I love the comments. Keep these comments coming, y'all. Let's keep this vibe high. Hello, Anna. How are you? Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. It's so great to have you here. I'm not sure. Oh, no, I'm not sure we've met before. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Alana says you're killing me today. Oh, baby, it's going to be fun. First time I'm joining your live video. Okay, I thought so. I'm like, have we met before, Anna? Welcome. Oh my goodness. We're having fun today in the kitchen. We are having a blast. My dehydrator came today, but not opening it until I'm done juicing. Oh my God, girl, you're going to just love it. Love. Question about deep tissue cleansing kits. They're quite pricey. Yes, I know. Especially by the time you get the Canadian exchange rate, the shipping, the customs and duties. I am aware. Do they need to go? Can we do the weeks once a month? Or do they need to go week to week consecutively? Well, in an ideal world, week to week consecutively, yes. But if you're on a budget, the Fab 4 is an excellent, excellent, excellent way to address the kidneys, the adrenals, the stomach and bowels, and the endocrine system. So you can go with confidence you're already doing the Heal All Tea, so you're good there. Just add in if you really want to, because I understand it is expensive. You can do the Fab 4. Honeydew melon juice. Oh my God. Oh my God. Raw food is so colorful. I now understand the phrase follow the rainbow, while processed food and meats are so dull and dead. Exactly. Oh my gosh, like the amount of energy we have. Oh my goodness, guys, I have not shared this out as yet with our groups. And listen, I'm so aware that so many of you are finding me on these groups. I just got a message from Luca. You guys are aware of Luca and his work in this field, Luca Hinich. Well, that's on a huge delay on the Facebook. What's up with that? Okay. So the juicy groups that I love to share this with, and thank you guys so much if you're the admin in any of these groups. I really appreciate you letting me share this. They are, of course, we have our Juicy Detox group. That is the Real Juicy Detox. I will share the YouTube link there after because all of our people know to come on the main channel to comment. So we've got juicing and raw food support, juicing for health, solid food vacation and juice feasting. And then we have the Dr. Morse groups. Sharing the Detox Diet by Dr. Robert Morse, ND, and fans of Dr. Robert Morse, ND. So first and foremost, thank you guys, the admins in these groups. I understand how much work it goes into being an admin and to having a group, and you want to always have really good content that matches what you are, the reason why you wanted to start the group in the first place. Great information, good, solid information, and presented in a way where your community members are engaged and respected and encouraged on this journey of finding our health, our way back to our health. So thank you so much for letting me post in your group. And I really hope I'm not being too, I try to tone it down. I try to not over post, but I get excited. Aren't you excited? I get so excited. So sometimes I get a little too exuberant. So if it's too much, just send me a private message, let me know. But I love that we are together in community throughout social media. There's enough goodness to go around everywhere, and we're doing this together. So that's great. Alana says, right, Amy, I'm hoping to get mine the day before Thanksgiving. Oh, baby, you're going to have such a fun Thanksgiving. Amy says, hi, Anna. Yeah, Anna, look, Amy is welcoming you. We love seeing new class members, don't we? We love growing this community because we are fully aware that together we can really come through a lot of what we've struggled with in the past in trying to get our health back and our vitality back. And when we come together in community and we're able to do this and we're able to, vibe, 28, 30 of us, 35, these numbers keep on going up. And it's so great to see so many of you tuning in, because I think for a lot of us, we're missing a sense of community around what we're doing, because for a lot of people, we're the only one in our family that's doing this crazy juicing, right? So a lot of us face challenges with that. Acceptance by our family members. How do we continue to feel like we fit in? Family gatherings are often around food, and here you are juicing, and you're so frigging like always This is going to be one of those days. One of those days. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Listen, if ever you get a black screen, bam, right in the middle of a broadcast, what do we know? This is going to be one of those. That my laptop went down on me. Okay. It's actually not Chrome that's going down on me. It's the laptop, because it's a million years old. It's like 2014. It's a 6-year-old dinosaur. Okay. Okay. Now that one made me kind of lose my shit a little bit. I'm like, hi, Anna. This is the professional class of detoxification where you get black screens sometimes out of the blue. Welcome. We want to welcome you. I hope you're still here. Anna says, I've joined you on Facebook, on Instagram. Juice with me is my profile. Okay, thank you so much, Anna. Thank you, thank you. I'm really grateful to be learning so much from you. Oh my God, I'm so glad that you are here. Babe, you're in the right place. And you're not going to just learn from me. You're going to learn from these amazing other students that are just wonderful. We got a lot of, founding members of the Real Juicy Detox here. Many of the people that you see the names popping up, like Carlene. Carlene is a founding member. Amy, which dehydrator did you get? Mine comes tomorrow. You guys are so amazing. You're getting ready to rock this as a lifestyle. And I get to lead you through some of the initial humps and bumps that you didn't, really anticipate were coming. I've done this. I'm discovering, I'm constantly learning. I'm still learning, but there's a lot that I have done and that I've tried. And by the way, if you made the cauliflower pizza that I made in class last week, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was not a good outcome for many, myself included. But these pizzas that I have been making, these little pies that I've been making with the buckwheat flour, which is completely alkaline, completely alkaline. It's not a wheat. It's not a grain. It's a fruit seed. It's a fruit seed. I am so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry that so many people are now like, I want to continue on with the lesson. So that's what we're going to do, right? And people will hopefully learn that this is a professional gig. I promise you. Every now and then we drop the signal. It's the laptop, you guys. I'm not even joking. This laptop is like, Anna says it's good to share your passion, though. Absolutely. What you making today? Today we are making samosas. Yes, we are. So I was vibing in the shower a little while ago. Yes, welcome Anna from Kimberly. Hello, Amy, says Anna. Anna says, my issue is learning to be consistent. Yes, for many of us. So what we want to do is we want to bring balance in. So we're not swinging from one extreme to the other too much at all or at all. Yeah. Yeah. It was an blackout. Yep. Whenever you guys see my screen go black, you know that it is because my laptop is like a dinosaur. And for whatever reason, it happens. I so apologize. I hate that, but I'm always working on it. Yeah, I'm always here, guys. Something is still working though, because we can see Amy's comment, right? I came on and I clicked it. I clicked the comment, and then after that, I just got this stupid reconnecting wheel. So and then I came on my iPad and then I typed this in because I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I'm always back. Hi, Sehar. She's gonna lose her shiznit. I was a little bit on that one. I'm like, come on. Like I was in my flow. We were grooving. We had like 35 people in here between YouTube and Facebook. And I'm like, that pisses me off. You know what I mean? Because it kills the vibe. It just freaking, sorry, Victoria. Hi. Kills the vibe. Vicky Boo Boo. Hi, Mama. Yes, love the shirt, right? So this is the kind of thing that I want to have for my merch. Just wait, it's going to come. I'm working on it. I'm telling you, I'm working on it. Once the download is complete, it's like 5 minutes for me to execute. So it's the artistic process. I don't like the colorful one that we did before. I like more this kind of like three color process kind of look. I think it's cute. And we're going to be making noodles using the same buckwheat flour. So while we chat, now that we're back on, now that we have our students back in class, everybody who was like, oh, it's blackout screen. Okay, I'll swing back and see if it resolves itself. They're still out there like chatting in the hallway. They're chatting in the hallway. That was me in class. I was always the straggler. Oh, sorry, I'm here. Okay. Shh. I'll be quiet. That was me in class. Disruptor. I was always a holy disruptor, hopefully. Sometimes I was just a badass brat disruptor. But anyhow, samosas. Okay, now let's get this done. So here's what I thought. So I was in the shower. Right before this class. And I was just lost in the shower. I think I stood there for like half an hour. It's really bad. Bad ways. Our water bill is ridiculous. But I digress. I like a hot shower. What can I say? Standing in the shower, and I'm like, what am I going to make? Like, what can I make? What can I make that is like this pie? Because on the way up to the shower, I had a little piece of this pie. And it's frigging amazing. It's like, it's blowing my frigging mind. The texture of the dough itself. Look at that. It's like the most perfect bread-like consistency of anything I've made in these here 168 days that I've been doing this juicing and raw vegan thing. And I'm thinking, okay, that's the pizza one. What other flavors could we put into a pocket? Samosa. It's simple. It's easy. And that person on YouTube who I was telling you about, somebody wrote a message. I can't find it, but I can paraphrase. Somebody wrote me a message on the pizza making video that we did this week, the pizza class, and said, oh my God, I made that, and I made it with a little bit of coconut flour as well. And people that I served it to could not believe it when I told them it was raw vegan. And I was like, oh, baby. So I was like, all right. So there's so many ways that we can twist this and we can tweak it here and there so that we get the perfect solution for bread. Because what are we all missing when we want to come back to balance after? So we were talking about balance before, right? We were talking about balance before. When you are doing a juicy detox and you've juiced it up, you understand the benefit of doing a short-term, short-lived, relatively short-lived. For me, I chose 40 days. And you know what? To be honest with you, I'm doing mainly juicing. I am. I might have a nibble here or there because it's all alive and it's all alkaline and nothing in here is cooked. And I want a little frigging balance. I don't want to always be towing that hard line with myself when it comes to my juicing, but I also don't want to be going out and looking for other crap to eat that's acidic, right? I want to have balance. And that is a big reason why there's a focus right now, even though a lot of us are still mainly doing juicing or 100% doing juicing, like not a nibble, not a lick, nothing. Keep going, full steam ahead. I'm right behind you. You're leading the way now. I'm having a nibble here or there. I'm cooking. I'm tasting the final product because I want to know when I share this with you guys, is it something that I want to eat? Right? So I have balance within my juicy detox, within my juicing part of my protocol. You have your balance as well, but understand that you're not always going to be juicing. You're not. So what? Okay, so you understand that. Well, now what? What am I going to be eating? And that's where Burns comes in, and the Real Juicy Detox Kitchen. That's where we all come in. So what we're doing today is we're going to make samosas, and we're going to use. And by the way, that comment on YouTube, she said she used a little bit of coconut flour, and in Trinidad we love coconut in our baked goods. So I thought, let's work on this. Just liquefying a little bit of coconut oil. Remember yesterday for the pizza, we used olive oil, which makes sense, right? Because the flavors of the olive oil really are beautiful with that whole pizza flavor. So that is why we are doing. So I thought I was. Everything is not sex, okay, Maggie? God, get your mind out of the gutter. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I was vibing in the shower. I was standing in the shower and I was like, what should we do in class today? This is me in the shower. I'm not kidding you. Well, but I'm always like, about 20 minutes goes by and I'm like, oh, shoot, Burn, snap out of it. Have you even brushed your teeth and washed your body off as yet? Like, come on, class is starting soon. Which was a whole fiasco in and of itself because I set everything up, had all the description, all the everything, the titling done. I was all shared to all the two platforms, Facebook and YouTube. 11:58. I'm like, okay, I can wait a couple minutes. I'll just like, everything looks good. I'm checking that 12 o'clock, computer, black screen, shut down. I'm like, what the? I'm like, oh, we're doing this again, huh? So yeah, it was that kind of vibing. Okay. You're so dirty. Yeah, understandable. Yes, Elaine says, hi, everybody. Balance. My big issue. I swing from juice fasting to overeating, which I did last week. Now back to juicing. So we're going to work on that, right? When you understand that having a little nibble like this so that you're satisfying yourself, or a big nibble of this, listen, what are you overeating? What are you overeating, Elaine? I want to know. Oh, Victoria, I'm sorry about the bad words, babe. Buckwheat flakes. So right here, hold on, let me get a couple of things, some measuring implements. So yeah, so these are, yeah, it's got a great texture. It's literally like regular dough. And my biggest beef, so to speak, that's an interesting pun, Burns. My biggest complaint with raw vegan anything is that the taste and the texture are so lackluster. It's either too much veggies or it's just. And most vegan, so I'm putting in these, this is just a half cup measure. I'm just putting in 1.5 cups of buckwheat flakes. So that's 1.5 cups. And this will make about 2 pizzas, or I don't know, we'll see how many samosas, but most vegan stuff that I have tried, recipes that I've done of other people's stuff, it just, I want that real feeling of bread. I want the texture. I want the chew. I want a little bit of that flakiness sometimes. I'm never going to completely mimic the consistency of regular bread. I know that. Like, I'm not, but maybe I can create some experiences like this that really mimic pastry. Like, that is really, I wonder if there's another one in the dehydrator. I told Dali, you better come in here and eat this because I cannot guarantee that there's going to be any more left. So just to let you know, but let me go see if there's one in the dehydrator. Hang on. Okay, so yes, there is. So look at this. All right, now check this out. look at how gorgeous that is. Look at how amazing that is, you guys. And the technique that I did where I dried out the top first in the dehydrator and then just for a very little while, and then used that as the inside so that the inside didn't stay soggy when I put the filling in and folded it over. That was a really great idea, if I may say so myself. Oh my God. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take that same pizza filling that we made yesterday. Remember the salsa that I made that I put on the pizza? I put that in the dehydrator on a sheet with the silicone lining, and I put that in the dehydrator for, I don't know, like 2 or 3 hours at 118 degrees Fahrenheit. And it kind of cooks it down. Do you see that? Well, this is going to be my salsa, my samosa filling. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a variety of traditional Indian, East Indian spices like curry powder. I've got some Trinidadian brand chief curry powder. I've got some, I think this is garam masala. I think so. I don't know why it's not labeled. I think that's garam masala. But I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to take a chance. I don't need that because I have the curry powder. I've got some cumin. I've got some garlic powder. And I've got some tamarind. So this is just a tamarind paste. And there's no sugar. It's just tamarind, water, and some citric acid as an acidity regulator. So this is going to give it that nice tangy undernote. You know what I mean? We're going to mix that all into here. And to tell you the truth, I'm not even going to burn my spices. I know, Sehar, don't judge me like that. Don't judge me because I know that's the thing to do. But I'm a lazy raw vegan, okay? And I don't always or usually. That's not true. Sometimes I burn my curry, and yes, it does bring out some really beautiful. Okay, maybe I will. I don't know. I'm gonna see, but I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of times I don't burn my spices. I also have some beautiful Trinidadian pepper sauce that my girlfriend Sherry Muhammad made. It's so nice when you find people from your country that live so close to you, isn't it? She lives just down the street. So I've got some of that to go in. So what I'm going to do, let's make the dough without any further ado. Hey, babe. My laptop keeps going down. It's so much fun. Yeah. Mid broadcast. Well, you got to come the other way. Or you can do that. Yeah. Okay, so I've got 1.5 cups of buckwheat flakes, and that again looks just like that. See that flaky? Looks kind of like oatmeal. Very, very similar to oatmeal. And I've got 1/2 cup of coconut flour.
And this is watermelon juice.
And that's what, oh, I thought you were giving it to me. And that says watermelon juice. I'll have the honeydew. I'll have the honeydew.
I already have a food truck. And I
Of leaves?
Lots of leaves.
All right.
See ya.
I've got my spatula. I'm just going to stir that around a little bit. Oh my God, this smells so good already. The coconut flour in here. That is heaven to me. That is so Trinidadian, to have some coconut bake. Coconut bake is just a mixture of coconut flour, white flour, and butter. It's kind of almost like this. This is why I was in the shower and I was like, vibing in the shower. And I was thinking, I should just do that recipe. Thank you to whoever dropped that comment about using coconut flour in here as well. So that's what we're doing. Okay, now to this mixture. Oh, I actually wanted to add in my spices at this point. So you can add them in here, or you can add them in when you add a little bit of water, but I'm going to add them in like this. So this is a really beautiful curry blend from Trinidad by Chief Brand Curry. And it is just, there's so many different, there it is. There are so many different blends of curry and of spices, right? And this blend, this Chief Brand blend is really, really beautiful and used in kitchens all across my beautiful homeland of sweet, sweet TNT, Trinidad and Tobago. That is right. Isa Trini. Isa Trini. We're going to put a little bit of salt. So we put just less than 1/3 of a teaspoon of curry powder. And this is just to give the dough just a little bit of, something, so that every layer that you bite into is a layer of flavor. It's a party in your mouth when you really, and take your time with your food. This is such a beautiful experience. This is how we bring balance back in, right? We don't have to say, "Oh, I'm a foodie. I can't do that detox thing. Like, what would I eat afterwards?" Come on now. Oh yeah, that's starting to smell really delicious. And then what I also want to add into here, and by the way, anybody who's ever made samosas before, bear one thing in mind. I've never made samosas before. In fact, I have never really looked at a samosa recipe, but I'm going on the fact that I know that this would make an awesome, if this folded in a triangle and had a little curry something inside, that would make a samosa. That's what we're doing right now. Okay. I'm making it up as I go. Okay. So down here, I have should have some turmeric right here. So this is going to add a beautiful yellow color to our dough. I think that's why I'm putting it in. And because I know that's a thing. That's a thing. Jamaican patties, right? Jamaica patties, same thing. They use turmeric to color the dough so that it has that beautiful, yellow color to it. It's such a great little trick. So how much did I put in there? A sprinkle. Could use a little bit more, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't know how much that is. That much. I put that much in it. Just going to stir that around. Let me know in the comments, have you ever made samosas? I know that's a ridiculous question for some of you, as I know for my friends from the East, the Far East. Oh, yeah, baby. Ooh, that smells good. I'm going to put another little pinch of salt and some black pepper because, I likes it spicy. But I don't think I have any. Oh, I know where I have more black pepper. My black pepper spice jar needs to be refilled. So we're going to do just right out of the bag. Kitty, don't get excited. This is not treats. Every time she hears a bag rustle, she comes running. She's like, "Ooh, I think treats are coming." I'm sorry, Kitty. I'm sorry. Look, it's black pepper. You're not interested in that. I know. I knows for a fact. So we're just going to mix that around. Oh my God. I love smelling my food. I love making food and I love smelling my food as I'm making it. I want to create a real juicy detox food truck. Oh my God. Wouldn't that be fun? A raw vegan food truck, real juicy detox food truck. Elaine says, when I began this journey, I thought one little bite blew it. And seeing you lead this group with such transparency, it's refreshing. Awesome. We need to see this transparency. Not everybody can do a 365-day juice cleanse and That's it. You're not having a single bite of anything else. And I'm like, God bless you, babe. God bless you. That's not me, though. And if I were to think that it's either all that or nothing and not understand that there's a middle road to be found, then I would not be on day 167 of this journey. And I would not be feeling as good and having as much vibrant energy as I do had I taken such a hard stand with it, you know? So we really need to have balance. And I'm so happy that I can lead you guys by the hand and show you. And you know, for a lot of people, Elaine, when we've been on this journey for as long as we have and for as long as we're going to be, we need to understand that we need to be easy with ourselves. You know what I'm saying, honey? And we need to stop making this, you know, an all or nothing kind of pursuit. That is that is not how I believe Dr. Morse has wanted this to be for any of us. So now you can see the texture is much thicker. When I did this recipe without the coconut flour, can you see how that just got that really quite a bit stiffer? Look at that. Compared to when we did this yesterday with just buckwheat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a little bit more water. Where did I put it? Give me 1 second. I need to focus here. This is almost like the perfect texture. I'm just checking for the balance between, see, what I was planning on doing is adding another half a cup at least of the buckwheat flakes, because I thought that this would be, you know, I didn't realize that this would come together so well without that added. But I am also aware that some of my spicing may have been a little bit too heavy. So I want to go back and taste. You guys are literally seeing how I problem solve and figure out and come up with some of the recipes that I do, because I'll tell you, yes, I have looked and I have been inspired by what some of the other raw vegan, beautiful content creators are putting out here for us. But for the most part, almost everything that I make might have a starting place somewhere like there, but it ends up in like over there, you know? Because I pull in what I know and what I've taken as my experience in cooking. All the mistakes I've made, all of the recipes I've thrown out and gone, okay, that sucked. Like the cauliflower pizza past week. I'm sorry, I apologize. But the good news is the day after, buckwheat pizza, ding, 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 download. I think this is good. Except there's a slight problem, and that is that I did not add in the coconut oil. And I fear that if I try to add that in now, which I'm going to anyhow, let's see how this goes. I'm just getting in there with my hands because that's really, you know, that's the way you do Indian food. Am I right? Am I right? That's the way you make Indian food. Like you watch almost any, and I love watching these channels. You watch almost any East Indian cooking channel, and they don't mix anything with a spoon. They're like, put everything in a bowl and you mix it up with your hand. Next thing, mix it up with your hand. They don't use this spatula business. And you notice I smell my food all the time. I've been doing that since I was a little girl. It's crazy. So balance is so key, you guys. If you're having Thanksgiving with your family, or you want to take your boyfriend out because it's his birthday next week. Hi, Mel. Any of that stuff. It's called balance. Now you have a choice. You always have a choice of what you want to eat. So my recommendation is, number one, make something like what we've been making. Make some of these little hors d'oeuvre size little, oh my God, cashew butter, garlic sauce. Nom, nom, nom. Make a bunch of these, make them smaller, finger food, put it on a platter. Bada bing, bada boom. You walk with that. You walk with a gigantic salad. You call the hostess beforehand and you say, whether that's your sister or a friend or whoever, right? And you say, hey, what can I bring? I would like to bring something. Can I bring the salad? Can I bring a dessert? Can I bring an hors d'oeuvre? You always know that you have the ability to decide what you want to bring. So I don't know how much oil I'm putting in, but it's like that much. Right? It's that much. A couple of tablespoons, maybe. So oh, my light went out. My key light went out. I'm like, okay, now what? Now what did I blow? Oh my God. Sometimes it's a hot mess over here. Okay. So I'm just kind of folding that around. You can see how I'm doing that. Right. And now it's like this. It's almost like a pylori ball dough where you want to, drop this into, hot oil and don't do that. Don't do that. That you don't need to do that. You already have all the flavor in here. Smells delicious, especially with that coconut oil. And now it can take a little bit more buckwheat. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yes, you know the deal. You've been around the block here with the Burns. You know what's up. So I've just added 1/4 cup of buckwheat flakes. And again, I'm just going to fold that in. And you're looking for a stiff dough. You know what I mean? You want it to be a little stiff. Yeah. Not hard, not so hard that it's like, oh my God, I cannot roll this out. Just having, almost a little bit dry, but not super dry. Want a little bit of moisture. You want to have fun with your food. Yes, have fun with your food. Get in there. You got little kids, get them in there. Get them in there. Get them in there, mixing it around with their hands, getting down with that. So that was a 1/2 cup. I put 2/4. Let's put another 1/4 cup. Hey, Brookie, how was work? Good. Good. Right, so you put another, that was another. So that altogether was 1 cup of buckwheat flakes that we're just mixing in. Just like that. And we're giving it a little knead. Not that this is ever going to develop any gluten, because there is no gluten in it. It's a fruit seed. It's a fruit seed. How are the comments going over here? So should I keep my coconut flour? Yes. Yes. Keep the coconut flour. Coconut is good for you. Does it have a bit of fat? Yeah. But guys, you're eating so much comparatively little fat compared to what you used to be eating on the SAD diet that we were all on, right? That sad excuse for a diet. I'm going to put one more in. So that coconut oil is going to add a little bit of flakiness to this. But remember that flakiness happens typically in traditional cooking when the butter or fat but butter. And when butter is cold, when it heats up all of a sudden, and it creates a little steam pocket because the water turns to vapor. The water that's inside of the liquid content that's inside of the butter or of the oil, it heats up and it creates this little steam pocket. We're not going to be creating a little steam pocket with this, but I just think that this is a good way to get that flakiness, Yesterday, I did not take anywhere near this much playing with it. I just mixed it up, came together in a ball, slapped it out. So I think I might, if I'm using coconut flour, what I should do is go in with, I don't know. This is the technique that I'm doing today. All right. If you can figure out a different technique or a faster way, I think maybe adding the oil to the water. And then when I stirred that around, that might have brought this together faster, but whatever. Remember, this is the first time that I'm making this. So I'm like, okay, let's see if this works live in front of millions of people. Millions of people are watching. Well, in my mind, anyhow, they are. Did I just get some of that on my shirt? No. Okay. I think it tastes all right. I think it tastes really good, actually. It's not spicy, but it's nicely flavored. I can taste a little bit of the coconut oil and the coconut flour. It's got a nice, almost a sweet nuttiness to it. There's a bit of that bite that you can still pick up because I added in the flakes after the water had already been absorbed by the original flakes. And that's why I guess that's why I was downloaded to, that's why I was inspired to add in some of the buckwheat flakes after, because I don't want it all turning to mush. I don't want it to be like, I want there to be a little bit of that bite to it, that you would expect when you're biting into some bread or some pastry. Okay, so I'm really happy with this. And there seems to be a little bit of like, I'm going to bring my camera over because I really want you guys to see it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear this off like so. How is everybody doing? Let me check in with the class. Let's see what's happening. Anna says, yes, I vibes in the shower too. I know, right? Hello, good morning, Janita. So great to see you here. How's Emma doing? Is she with you? Honeydew melon juice for the win. Yeah, keep your coconut flour. Absolutely. Hi, Louise. Hi. You've never even heard of samosas? No? They're these little triangle pockets of deliciousness that have like a curry, usually with a curry potato or a chickpea filling inside, peas as well, sometimes some cauliflower. And yeah, it's like a street food that you can buy in a lot of places. My iPad is about to lose its power. Where's my C2C? I'll be right back. 1 second. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. I want to turn that light on, but this lighting is okay. We're good. We good. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Exactly. A little of this, a little of that. Good morning, Elaine. Hello, Blue Rocks. Good morning. Good afternoon. Have you checked out pear juice? No, I haven't, but I'm sure that's delicious. It's more like a nectar, right? Because it's so thick. I have had it before. You're like a food scientist experimenting. I know, like for real though. I put in 1.5 cups of water, I think. I don't know. Maybe we need to watch that on the replay. I think 1.5 cups of water. And that is also why I don't like writing down my recipes when I do them, especially for the first time, because if I'm writing every small addition in, it throws off my flow. You know what I mean? I like to vibe with it. I like to feel my food speaking to me. And sometimes if I'm busy writing it down, I can't listen to my food. Hey, Emoji King, no worries. You were tied up in a knot like a pretzel. Did you have fun? Was it good for you? Did you miss anything good? No, it's been a hot mess in here, and that's actually kind of true. Tech issues, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I guess I'll have to watch the reruns. No, you're good. You're up to speed. Everybody, you always get here when you get here. It's all good. Yeah, you want it to be a bit stiff, not hard. Exactly. Emoji King, Kimberly says, you totally missed the awesome, funny first couple of minutes. You're right. Oh my God. Does anybody remember the episode where Lucas walked in and held up his bong? Can anybody remember that? I was laughing and telling Dali that story, and then we were trying to look for which episode it was this week. It was frigging hilarious. My daughter's boyfriend. But yeah. Your book came today. Oh my God, Amy, that is amazing. Good for you. Things are dropping all over the place here. And Dot's in the window trying to get in. Oh my God. Emoji King says, hi, Kim. Oh, good. LOL. What did she do? I'm going to wait for the refunds, the replay, so I can stay in step. Oh my God, it was hilarious. I got in late. Can you text all the ingredients at the end? I will try. I promise I will try. I will try my best. Yes, we know you meant rerun. This is relaxing. Good. This is supposed to be, we're just hanging out on a Saturday. We're vibing. We want to go for a drive because Dali's looking for a new truck. So, I do want to get these samosas made because they're going to be like fire. Not going to ruin the surprise for you. Yeah, no spoiler alerts. No spoiler alerts. Good afternoon, Chata. Forgot to say hi as I'm here talking to the screen as if you can hear me. Me and Chata's having a private conversation with me, and she's like, oh, shoot, maybe I should type that in. She can't hear me. Do you want to come in? Okay, I got to let her in. Hold on. Oh, wow. Oh, man, I wish I could take you out in the backyard. Dali has got the truck in the backyard, and he's filling up the entire back of it with the leaves, fallen leaves from the tree. Okay, so let's get this rolled out so that we can get it into the dehydrator and pull it out in about 15 minutes so that we can fill it. So step number 1, dehydrator sheet. I'll be right back. Dot! Oh my God, girl. What is it? What is it? What is up? Dot! You know, one thing that I did not put into here was a little bit of acid in the form of the apple cider vinegar, which I just realized is right here, right behind me. But I think we're okay. What? Oh, yeah, we're definitely okay. We are definitely okay. Definitely. Oh, my goodness. It's a disaster over here. Dot, there's food. There's food, babe. I don't know why you're crying. So we've got our silicone sheet, like so. Let me move the camera down so you can see. getting into, Miss Lady? Miss Lady. Miss Lady. I think I am going to plug in my other light. Okay. There we go. I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. Hey, it's a one-woman show over here. It's a one-woman show over here, you guys. Sometimes it's, it takes a minute. I apologize. I apologize if this isn't, engaging content. This is just today's content brought to you by the Burns. The Burns, and the message of the day being balance. We want to be balanced. Enough with this swinging, enough with the swinging from one extreme to the next. Keeping it balanced. At times, at times you want to press on the gas a little bit because, you enjoy the exhilaration of going deep sometimes. You enjoy the just all of the beauty that life has to offer when you're driving it in the fast lane. But sometimes you don't want to be driving in the fast lane. Sometimes you want to take the country road. You want to take the long and winding road, right? You want to enjoy it. You want to be able to go out and experience certain things without always wondering, what am I going to eat? But at the same time, you don't want to be asleep at the wheel. You don't want to be asleep at the wheel and just like, oh, well, there's nothing for me to eat, so I'll just eat whatever shit that's here. Stop with that, right? We got to take care of ourselves, guys. This is the only human body that we have to operate on in this life experience right here, right now. So if you are going to be careless and have disregard for your body and disrespect your body, then you got some work to do, babe. You got some work to do. But if you want to be in the world and you also want to respect and honor your body, there's ways to do that, right? It's not all or nothing, but it is about being prepared. It is about loving yourself enough to not just be caught unprepared in certain circumstances, right? If you're going out to somebody's house, bring your food. Unapologetically, you don't have to apologize to anybody. And if somebody around you isn't really, is put off by you taking care of your health, that's not your responsibility. That's not your problem, right? So balance, yes, but a little reality check at the same time. This is your body. This is what you want. You can make the conscious decision to put things into your body that are going to help you feel and be healthy. That's up to you, 100%. Let me get my rolling pin. Case in point, these beautiful samosas that we're making. Look at our dough. Look at that roll out so beautifully. Can you see that? Can you see that right now? It's got a beautiful yellow color to it, which, what do you think, my samosa making girlfriends and guy friends out here? What do you think? Does that look, slightly decent? I think so. So we just want to roll this out into a square, because a samosa is a triangle pie that you would eat carried around in your hand Great little snack, great little hors d'oeuvre, but it's in a triangle. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to score this square into some smaller squares. I'm going to score it. We're going to put it on the dehydrator, or in the dehydrator rather. And we're going to let the top surface, we're going to let the top surface dry out just a bit so that when we go in with the filling, it's going to not get all mushy, you know, because it's already going to be dried out. So there's my nice square. I'm going to just peel this off. Look at that. It's like a beautiful big piece of Play-Doh. Remember when you were a kid and you used to make Play-Doh? Oh my God, when I was at Sehar's place, Elisa was playing with her Play-Doh and we were smelling it and I was like, oh my God, it smells like Play-Doh. It smells like Play-Doh. Hi, Rosie. How are you? Oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. We're cooking. We're making samosas. Alana says, Chada, I do that all the time. When Chada was saying, I was talking to you as if you could hear. I was talking to my phone as if you could hear me. And Alana says, Chada, I do that all the time. I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, thank you. Dottie answers, I'm telling you, she's such a smart kitty. She's a weirdo, but she's a smart weirdo. What are the yummy stuff you're teaching us today? We're making samosas. Have you ever had samosas? Oh, Sehar says, looks fantastic. Okay, I was waiting for your approval, Sehar, because, you know, you're the queen in my book when it comes to this kind of thing. So, okay, so let me get my dough. Getting my little dough slicer thing. Now, if I'm going to make a samosa and I want it to be about that, so I need to make my square. So maybe if we made this into 3 and then 3 this way. So okay, so that is going to work. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to neaten up the edges here. Just like so. Are you guys enjoying this? Are you enjoying the cooking episodes? I hope you are, because we should all be really excited about what the future holds for us, right? After you come off of your detox, you're naturally going to want to know, all right, now what? Now what do I do? Because if you don't have a plan for when you come off of your detox, you're likely going to go back to eating the old crap. How do I know? Because 2 years ago yesterday, it was another Facebook memory. 2 years ago yesterday, I started a juice detox and I had no idea what I was doing. Of course, I also I had no idea what I should do after the detox. And sure enough, I just went off the detox and I just picked up and continued to eat all the crap I was eating before. So don't do that. Don't be like me. Be like me now. Don't be like the old Burns. Be like current day Burns, where I know what I eat. Listen, this stuff that we made yesterday, that is so not a square, but I don't really care. We're going to make it work, right? The pizza that we had last night for dinner, seriously, there is no negative impact with that kind of stuff. It really legit tasted and felt like amazing pizza, better than any kind of pizza we've ever had before. I don't know why I didn't think of this. I'm just going to make these into actual squares. And because I've got another piece of dough over here, I'm just going to add this into that. Yes. Yes. Right? So you eat this kind of food and you do not feel physically like crap afterwards. I kept saying to Dali, are you feeling like bloated and all that crappy feeling that we used to feel after we ate pizza? And he was like, no, actually, not at all. I feel really light. I was like, I know, this is like bananas, man. So you could literally, like Sehar said, Sehar was like, oh my God, I binged on this all day yesterday. And did you feel great? Like, isn't it amazing? No bloating, no gas, no negative impact on the body whatsoever. I mean, I'm telling you. So you see the idea. After this goes in, we're going to fill it, we're going to fold it in half like this into a triangle, press it down, and it is going to be freaking raw vegan samosas, baby. Oh yeah. And that looks pretty dang good in terms of square shape and size. Just going to move that out a little bit. So yeah, good enough. Good enough. So we're going to put that in. But before I do that, I want to cut, let me see if I can cut this plastic with the pizza cutter. Let me see if that will do the job to cut this plastic paper. No, it won't. So I'm going to use a pair of scissors because we're going to come back after this goes into the dehydrator. You know, one of the comments on my kindergarten report card was, Bernie is a great girl, but she really likes to only cut and paste. She needs to focus on learning other things. I'm like, what are you talking about? All you need in life is cut and paste. Everything that you will ever do in life, if you can cut and paste, you can, you're good, right? At least in my world, but that's just me. Okay, so we're just gonna score this paper, this saran wrap rather. And you're gonna see how this saran wrap comes in very handy later on to pick this up and make each one, because when we take this out of the dehydrator in a little while, the bottom is still going to be wet and tacky, and you don't want to really mess with that too much. So we're just cutting these back into a nice little square because we really do want this to be a nice little triangle situation. I mean, I guess I could have brought out a ruler and all that, but that's too much prep work. Oh my God. So we're just going to go and we're going to cut this like so. Yes. Yes. Right? So we can pick this whole entire thing up like that, fill it, fold it, bada bing, bada boom. We're in business. We're in business. You just got to get your scissor under the little lip of the saran wrap. Bam. Perfect. Let me go up, make sure that Dali turned off the heat in Glenda before I turn on the dehydrator, because you know what happens when that happens. Yeah, the burns. She does blow fuses up in here. Hang on one second. Hey, babe, did you turn off Glenda, the heat? Okay, thank you. Okay, so he turned off the heat. So I'm going to go and stick this into the dehydrator at 118 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to roll out the other piece, mix up the filling ingredients for this beautiful raw vegan samosa. Are you guys excited about this? I'm so excited about this. And then we're going to come back, and right after we mix up the seasoning and, you know, for the filling, we are going to be ready to pull this out and fill them up. I'll be right back. So we're going to do that again. We're going to do that again with the leftover dough. How are you guys enjoying today's class? Are you still with me? Are you still here? Oh, Sehar says, girl, you are the queen. No, you are the queen. Okay, we're both the queens. I agree. Alana says, yes, I am. I'm so excited to know how I can still eat, and be good in 11 days. Well, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. You see me. This is what I'm doing. This is the trick. This is the way. Find the foods that you love and make raw vegan versions of them. Gotta close the store. Brr. Okay, wait. I gotta get one thing over here. Aren't you so glad to know how easy this is, Alana? Isn't this so cool? Saran wrap. Where are you? Glad wrap. Glad, saran, plastic, cling film, whatever you call it in your neck of the woods. That's what I'm doing. Now, you could probably technically do this with parchment paper, but honestly, the price of parchment paper, while not that expensive, think of how many times you do this over and over again. Like, you don't need to spend that kind of money doing this. But you see how that, look at this. If you were to boil this would be a perfect noodle. Seriously. We want to be raw as much as possible. But let me tell you what, if you are craving pasta that badly, in fact, we can do this raw vegan noodle. How about we do this batch as raw vegan noodles? We'll roll them out super thin. We'll cut them into noodle-like shapes. We'll lay them out on the dehydrator and we'll let it dry until it's still supple. And then we can put any kind of dressing into it. And it's going to be raw vegan noodles. Okay, we just made a thing. Because you know what? Sometimes I want freaking pasta, baby. And sometimes zoodles are not going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at my shirt. Instant love, baby. Instant love. So we're going to do a little experiment. And either it's going to work and we're going to be like, oh, everything is good in the world again because we're raw vegan and we're eating raw vegan pasta. Or it's going to be like, that didn't work, Burns. It is a beautiful fall day out there, guys. It's so beautiful. Right? So either this will work out great or it will suck in the worst way. I don't care. It's just food. How bad could it be? It tastes good going in. But if you did want to cook this, if you wanted to add in some cooked food into your diet, this would be a great thing to cook because you're starting out cooking something that's alkaline and you're not cooking pasta, which is a wheat, which is a complex carbohydrate. This is a fruit seed. Buckwheat is not a starch. It's not a grain. It does not leave behind an acid residue when you're done. You can also roll these really thin and cut out. We're going to do a couple versions. We can roll this really thin and cut it out in a nice even circle, and that could be a tortilla type of thing, but you're not eating the corn. You see what I'm saying? You see how this is how my brain works. I'm like diving here and there and everywhere, and I'm vibing with my food. I haven't even started my detox yet, says Rosie, yet I'm trying to get my kidneys to filter, but I want to start learning to make healthier food alternatives. Exactly, Rosie. Yes, Rosie, that's why I'm doing this. Because you don't have to start jumping off right into the deep end with a juice detox. Okay. For a lot of people, they're like, that's extreme. That's not balanced at all. But I could incorporate some more live food into my diet, because clearly that's better than eating dead food, right? I want to incorporate more fruits. Well, buckwheat is a fruit seed. Coconut is a tree fruit. This is all fruit, baby. Yes, Dot, I hear you. I hear you back there. What a kid. What a fur baby. All right. And your kidneys are going to start filtering whenever your kidneys are going to start filtering. But if you can start transitioning and keeping out all the acid forming food and only eating the alkaline forming food, and you know what how to do these alkaline foods, and it's for the most part raw. Oh my God. Like, that is, to me, is one of the greatest things that I have discovered in my life for this detox, and it has completely changed the game for me. Completely. I don't need to. And listen, I love going out to a good restaurant, but the stuff that I make, I'm constantly saying, where can I get food that tastes this good? Where am I going to buy food that tastes this amazing? Like, I've been to a lot of high-end restaurants in my time, and I've been to several vegan, vegetarian, plant-friendly restaurants, and I'm telling you, the stuff that we are making in this Juicy Detox kitchen, for me and my family and my man who loves food, right? Loves the meat, used to love the meat and all that stuff. The stuff that's coming out of this kitchen, why, you guys have seen it, right? I'm preaching to the choir. You guys have seen it on my Instagram at The Real Juicy Detox. And you can see that some of this stuff, I mean, it looks fire. It looks amazing. And then if you follow my stories, you can see the kids' reactions to all of this stuff. You know, the 18 to 25-year-olds that are often over at my house. Beautiful, beautiful kids, as I call them. We're not kids, man. You're always going to be my kids. Okay, so we just roll that out nice and fairly thin. We're just going to take that plastic wrap right off, just like so. And I think what we're going to do for this one, see how it's going to just come off of that like that? Beautiful. Dot, I'm ignoring you on purpose, girl. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to score this into pasta-like ribbons, just using a standard pizza wheel. It's actually a pretty big pizza wheel. I don't do anything standard over here, guys. I'm a little extra. So you see, we're just scoring that like so. And my thought is that you can make any kind of sauce. You can make a tomato marinara. You can make a garlic cashew butter cream sauce. You know, the cashew nut cheese that we made this week in class for the pizza. You can do that. Add a bunch of crushed garlic to that recipe, and bam, you've got yourself a garlic sauce recipe. You can do a curry, a butter chicken sauce recipe. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Listen, the sky is the absolute limit with this, is it not? I think I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, though, is I do want to flip it over. So I've got this sheet, this tray right here. I'm just going to put it over top. I'm going to flip it right over because this dough, although it is wet dough, like it's a dough, it's not drippy, so it's not going to fall through. And doing it like this is going to mean that it is going to dry top and bottom at the same time, so it's going to be ready to eat sooner. So if you want to make this up for a dinner recipe, for example, then make up a nice marinara sauce or whatever your favorite raw vegan sauce is. I think this might actually work. Or worst case scenario, you drop it into some boiling water and see if it cooks up. I don't know if it would. Will it cook or will it not? I don't know, but it should. It should. Where are I? Alana says, you're such a, Sandy says, hey, Sandy girl, you're such a badass. I love it all. Oh my God. Yes, you can. Thank you, honey. Yes, you can use parchment paper. Do you think the cling wrap works better? Yes, I do, because the parchment paper is still paper. So it's what it actually does is it kind of picks up, makes this stick to it more. Because it's paper. So some of the oil kind of seeps into the paper and it kind of bonds to the paper a little bit. So I find that saran wrap works much better. Okay, great. Emoji King, you're back. Hey, Karen. Karen says, my husband is going to think I'm having an affair with you. I'm addicted to you. We're having a juicy. You tell him, babe, I need to break some news to you. We need to talk. Honey, we need to talk. There's this, I'm in a relationship. I'm in another relationship with somebody and I'm kind of addicted to her. She makes these really amazing vegan recipes and she wears really cute t-shirts and she's rocking like the hottest mohawk ever. But it's not that kind of, you're still my number one guy, but oh my God, I'm so addicted to this girl. I love you. I frigging love you, Karen. Rosie says, Amy, what kind of dehydrator did you get? Amy got one of them that's on the Amazon store. I hope more. Hey, Denny, how's it going, man? So great to see you here. Denny says, I hope more fruit-based restaurants pop up in the future. Wouldn't that be fabulous? Rosie says, my 17-year-old loves pasta, but she is trying to stay away from gluten. So this would be a fantastic alternative. Yes. Let's pop this into the dehydrator and then I'll come right back and then we'll start working on the seasoning up the pizza topping that I made for yesterday's pizza that I dehydrated for a couple hours yesterday. I've got it in a container here and I'm ready to mix in some spice to make that turn into a samosa stuffing. So let me put this back in the dehydrator. I'll be right back. Yes, Dottie. Hey. Okay. This is so amazing. Oh my God, you guys. This smells absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So this is a samosa that we have put aside there. I put it aside because I don't want it to get too, crumbly or anything. We're going to fill that up. We're going to fold it over, right? So the back side with the saran wrap. See, you're not getting your hands all dirty, and it's going to allow this to fold without breaking. So you don't want it to break along this edge. So what we're going to do now, I didn't want to leave it in there. See how it's kind of drying like that? And we've got a little bit of the coconut oil left over. No, we don't. So I'm going to melt a little bit more of the coconut oil so that when we do fold it over, we can brush it with a little bit of coconut oil so it doesn't dry too much and crack. But that's a kind of a good sign. This is going to be a flaky pastry. I'm really excited. Who else is excited about this? Oh my God. I'm going to put that back there. I'm going to get some more coconut oil. Now, another thing, let's talk about balance, right? Another series of questions that I see a lot. And I know that Lisa was asking about this, one of our students in the after school group on Facebook, The Real Juicy Detox. Let me put that up here. Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, Alana says, same here, Karen, when Karen says I'm obsessed. Alana says, if I'm not watching class, I'm going to the YouTube replays. Awesome. Binge watch it. I'm honored and quite frankly, thrilled that you are finding this entertaining for you while adding so much value. And I realize that my camera is kind of like, is it buffering? Is it still on? If I'm not watching a live class, I'm watching replays or her stories. You guys are amazing. I frigging love bringing you along on this journey. I swear it's one of the, I'll say it till the day I die. This has been one of the most, and will continues to be one of the most amazing, if not the most amazing teaching experience of my life. Although there is something to be said for teaching kids in kindergarten how to read, how to go from not knowing how to read to reading and comprehending what they've read. And there's something amazing about helping adults who have thought that their futures were hopeless because they don't have the high school diploma that they have, or they're struggling to get through high school. It's amazing to inspire teenagers who've given up on themselves to have hope again in their lives and to finish their education. It's so inspiring to be here with all of you to teach you some of the things and for you to see the process unfold. I mean, I know it might not be the most, engaging television to watch for some people, but for those of you who this resonates with and for whom this is of value, cheers to you. Huge shout out to you. Give yourself a pat on the back because you are doing this. And I'm very honored that you find what I do engaging and educational. Here's to us, right? So I'm gonna melt this. So I've just got some coconut. So this is just some virgin coconut oil, right? Hi, Burns. It's beautiful. Yes, it is, right? Yeah, Dot's gone. She's an in and out kitty. And it's like, I think your cat wants in. LOL. I see a cat at the window. Yeah, she was bugging to come in, but I was ignoring her because she'll come in and she'll talk away and she'll be meowing. And I'll be like, really? I'm like, the people are trying to listen. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Casey. And Casey says, you are awesome for sharing. You're so welcome. I love doing it. I love it. I know she's a cutie, right? Rosie says, are you kidding me? This is way better than any show on TV. Yes, I think so. But then again, no, that's not true. I think so. And I've done a lot of stuff in the past that I know once I posted it, I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, I love watching these back as well. And while I don't have a lot of time to do that, when I do watch portions of this back, I am usually the same. I'm like, that's entertaining shit. That's some funny shit, right? Right, Casey? Agree, Rosie. You guys are awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to use the same bowl that we used to do I'm going to melt this coconut oil first. And all I'm going to do to melt that oil is I'm just going to get some water heated up, and I'm just going to put the oil inside of that little cup into that hot water, into the warm water. right? Don't microwave your stuff because that just totally destroys the structure of your stuff. And I used to microwave all the time, and I used to be bad for that, but I don't use that. I actually removed it out of the kitchen. Oh, don't you look nice and cozy? Girl goes to work early on a Saturday morning and comes home and cozies up in her beautiful furry robe. I love it. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that beautiful pizza topping that I made. Okay, we're back. So the internal battery on this dinosaur of a laptop, it's a good laptop. It's an Air MacBook Air, but it is just horrible on the battery. So anyhow, my plug was actually not plugged into it. So if it's not plugged in, it won't go. But even when it's plugged in, it might shut off. So what I'm putting into this mixture right here, right now, I didn't put all of it in. I didn't put all of that mixture in because I'm really not going to, I mean, I could. You know what? I would. So I'm putting in some of that hot Trinidadian pepper sauce. We're starting off with that. May as well add more of this in because I'll save a little bit of it without. But the curry, this is gonna be so good. This is gonna be such fire. So we've got the Trinidad and already, just by adding that Trinidadian pepper sauce, oh my God. Instantly your mouth starts watering. So good. So we've got that. Then we're gonna come in with some tamarind sauce. This hasn't even been opened yet. I'm just gonna tear this down. And I'm just totally going by what I'm inspired to. You know what I mean? I love a good curry, and a lot of curry. Well, first of all, it's very cooked up, right? Whenever we cook our food, that is going to affect and change the chemistry of that food. So if you can avoid cooking it, that would be great. But some things are cooked, like this tamarind paste that I'm using. But listen, balance, right? Balance. That's about a tablespoon of tamarind. Ooh. Ooh. Stir that around. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So tempted to taste it already, but I'm not going to. It's already been, marinating, so it doesn't really need a lot of salt, but I'm going to put a little pinch of salt, a little bit of garlic powder, because, when you're working with curry, you have to have these aromatics in there. You got to have some garlic powder. And when we're using garlic in our raw food cooking, there's something I want you to be aware of. When you use raw garlic, there's a chance that that flavor might continue to intensify. It's harder to control. It's less stable as a seasoning. So oftentimes what I have found is that if I use garlic powder instead of actual raw garlic, especially in dressings, except for my garlic sauce, that you want the power of the fresh garlic. So let's just check this out. I got to go in for a taste. I'm sorry. I must. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm also going to go in with some cumin. Cumin or cumin is a really good, brings out a really nice earthiness. Beautiful seasoning, often used in a lot of Middle Eastern cuisine as well as East Indian. And then we're going to go in with some curry powder. I'm going to start with just half a teaspoon because I have a tendency to kind of overdo it. And then I'm like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have put that much of that in. So I'm just going to start with half a teaspoon of that curry powder. I'm just mixing that up like so. There we go. There we go. And I might want to hit it with a little bit of an acid. Maybe a little squeeze of lime juice is what I'm feeling. But let me taste this first. Samosa. It's got a nice heat to it. It's got a nice curry flavor, but it's not overpowering on the curry side of things. Let me try. Oh, yeah, that's really good. A piece with the tomato. So that is kind of what it is looking like. I don't need any acid at all. The acid from the tamarinds are really balancing everything out beautifully. Got a nice amount of heat to it. I can feel the heat coming up through here. I like it. It's not too overpowering. And I think that's really, really important. So important. So get those things out of the way over here. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Okay, so the topping, what I want to talk to you about the topping is this is the topping that we did in class yesterday and the day before. This is 3 or 4 bell peppers, and I used a green, a red, a yellow, and an orange bell pepper chopped fine. I used a package of chopped mushrooms, and I actually used half of a package of white chopped sliced mushrooms and half of a package of baby portobello, baby bellas, they're called, sliced them up. So about 250 grams of that. I used a whole pineapple. I used a half or just over half of a jalapeno pepper, about 4 or 5 Trinidadian pimento seasoning peppers, about 2 medium to large size red onion, what else did I use? About a half of a cup, or did we use the whole tomato? I don't know, but I think that was it. Tomato, I used the sun-dried tomatoes. And I just marinated that in the juices from itself. And then what I did was I dehydrated it on a sheet, one of those silicone sheets for, I think, maybe 2.5, maybe 3 hours, so that it does totally looks cooked, doesn't it? It's beautiful. So we're ready to go ahead and start stuffing our samosas. So this is fun. This is definitely fun. I want one more taste though, because it tastes so damn good. It's like, oh my God, one more taste. Yes. Perfect, not too overpowering, no bitterness. And you see, I did not burn my my spices, meaning I did not cook my spices in oil to release the aromatic oils. Why? Because I'm lazy. Okay? I'm lazy, and the least amount of work that I have to do when I'm whipping these things together is just I just want to get the flavors in there and get shit going. So I also have some mango chutney that I made. Let me see. Maybe I want to drop in some of this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that smells so good. Now, this I cooked. Oh, baby. That has some serious heat to it. That is some spicy shit. You know what I'm going to do? Oh my God, that is so good. That is so good. That is like a mango chutney, a Trinidadian mango chutney, and that is some serious spice in there. Look at that. Got to see the mango skin, which I put in there as well. Oh, that is really good. Fire. Wow. I'm going to use that on the side as a dipping sauce to dip it, because that is really good. But I think that's going to be overkill for in here. And you got to know when to stop, right? Balance. Yes, queen. Yes, balance. This is all about the balance. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to dry this on? Okay, let's first fill them up, and then I'll decide what tray I'm going to use. So here are the, woo! Thanks, Gwen. Gwen says, Burns, you is the best. Where did you go? My computer cuts out. If ever you're watching the stream and it goes black, it goes to a black screen, my computer just stopped. And I usually always, it comes back like in a minute or two. So just hang on. Stacey says, I haven't had a microwave for over 6 years. Do not miss it. People look at me like I have 3 heads when they find out or need to heat something up. I know, right? It's crazy. Hey, I was one of those people that would have looked at you with 3 heads. I'm like, how do you heat food up? What are you talking about? You know, you don't know what you don't know, right? We're asleep. We're asleep in the program. We're asleep at the wheel a lot of times. So, oh well, no judgment. Where did my spoon go? Oops. I'll get a clean spoon. You know, let me get a clean spoon, or else somebody's going to say, oh my God, did she just lick that spoon and put it back in the bowl? That's disgusting. Like the dear lady who said, oh my God, I can't believe she's drinking her orange juice that she just pressed. She's drinking it from the bottle before she puts it into the into the fridge. Oh my God, she's going to get, I'm like, lady, settle down. Settle down. This is my juice, first of all. And I've never had a food poisoning experience like you are trying to like curse me with. Like, chill the fuck out. Okay, so what I was thinking, you know what I want to do is put a little tomato sauce on there as well, but now this is why I use the saran wrap, because if you press this together with your fingers pressing the dough, oh God, I hope this works. This is too much filling in here. Okay, that didn't work. That's okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to move some of the filling over to here, and then we're going to do it again. We're going to do it on the board. We're going to press it down like that, and we're going to make it work, baby. Tim Gund, Project Runway, one of my favorite shows back in the day. Make it work. Remember that? Yes, Tim, we're making it work. Come on. First one is always a little bit rough. You know what I'm saying? First one's always going to be a little bit rough, like when you're making pancakes. But there you go. First one done. Heller. Well, why did I go back in and do that? I didn't have to do that, Burns. You just kind of messed it up there. Stop playing with it. It's done. Okay. That's one. One is done. One looks like a hot freaking mess, but that'll just be mine. That's not going to go on the hors d'oeuvre tray when I take this to, the family, Thanksgiving or whatever. The family, whatever. Don't need a lot in there because it won't fit anyhow. Okay, let's go at this again. We're going to take it. Can you guys see that? And we're just going to gently fold it over. And we're going to get a bigger piece of saran wrap so that we don't accidentally smash it down with our finger onto the dough, because then it's going to, then it's going to make a mess. I know I could be putting a little bit of liquid down on the edge, but honestly, there is enough moisture with the sauce. You can see it kind of seeping out on the edge there on that one. Can you see that? But that's okay. Listen, you're just experimenting. It's just food. It's not like your life depends on it, insofar as, making it not look pretty. Right? We're just playing with some food, baby. Just playing with some food. We're just making some samosas. It's not a matter of life or death by any means. We're just having fun with our food, just like so. All right, so let's keep going. How are you guys doing out here? What is up? What is good in the hood? Hey, Miles. Okay. Spoon. Check. And now we know that it's just a little bit for this size of dough. It's just a little bit that we need in there. Don't get overexcited there, Burns. Don't be overstuffing the thing, Settle down with the overstuffing it. Just put a little bit goes a long way. Everything is good. Okay, you're overstuffing it again, Burns. Just pull it back. Just rein it in, baby. Rein it in. Rein it in. So we're just stuffing these samosas. We're making samosas because we realize that, hey, we want to be out there in the world, going to family events, bringing some food, contributing to the that's nice and spicy. Contributing to the family, gathering of food, the family share, without sticking out like a sore thumb. Like, don't be weird. Don't make this weird. All right. Have a good posture within yourself as well. The more confident you are, personally, you yourself are about what you are doing, the less people are going to be questioning you. People are questioning you and judging you because you are questioning you and you are judging you. You see what I'm saying? People are like, you will find people in your life that you're going to have all these seemingly needs to have a discussion or win a debate or a battle around, fruits versus whatever, or where do you get your protein from? When you are solid in your knowing of what you're doing, number one, you don't really have a need to prove it to other people, because in that you're still trying to prove it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So let go of the need to prove it to yourself. You're just in it. You're just doing it. You are becoming this beautiful, new, healthy version of the old you. You're becoming a new person. As you become a new person and you go through the obvious changes that are inherent in that process, you got to realize that there are some people in your life for whom this will never resonate. Doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you can't still have them in your life. It just means that they don't get this on this level. That's all. Doesn't mean that they're wrong or that they're a bad person, or, you don't have to get all, judgmental about it with other people. And you also don't have to prove anything to anybody. You do not have to prove nothing to nobody, babe. I feel like I'm making a hot mess of this, but I don't freaking care because I know it's going to taste amazing. And yeah, I know I could probably get a little press that you could put it in. And I actually saw one and I was going to get it. And then I'm like, no, but maybe I should. And who cares? Look at that. It's going to be fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Right? I'm fine. It's going to be fine. Look, I can make this into a little Band-Aid. I can make this into a little samosa Band-Aid. You see that? So if I come across another piece and it's like falling apart, I'm going to go around as well and crimp these edges. Oh my God, this is so much work. How do you people do it? I don't know. You just have fun with it. You're making love to your food, You got to realize that this is like what's nourishing and nurturing your body. Don't get frustrated with it. Put some love into it. It's like, oh, look at you. Look at you. Look at you, Seam. Look at you all sticking together. Oh, so good. Yes. Everybody in. Everybody get in there. Get in. Yes. Tuck in. That's it. Tuck in. There we go. We're just going to press it together just like this. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yes. Look at you. You look so cute. You're going to be so delicious. You are going to be so good in my belly later. Yes, you are. Dali and I are going for a drive, and we're going to take you guys with us. Oh, yeah. All this needs is like an hour back in the dehydrator. We're going to take you along, and we're going to be munching on you on our stories. You guys coming along for the drive on our stories after? We're going for a drive. I'm not going to lie. I'm tired. I'm feeling it. Whew. It does look like a little bit of a meat sauce. You know what else would be delicious in here? My Burnsy burgers. Oh, yeah, baby. My Burnsy burgers would be amazing in this. My God, those things taste like meat burgers. I'm not going to lie. Have any of you made my Burnsy burgers? I'm just using the saran wrap on both sides to seal that edge, just like so. Yeah. Now, Sehar, I'm sure you could samosa the circles around me. And I think as well, something else that would have helped is if my dough was a little bit wetter. So it's not bad. It's not bad. I think it's going to work out beautifully. So I just take off the saran wrap. You see that? And you know what? I'm not going to coat that with any, or maybe I will coat it. I will brush it with a little oil, and then I'm going to put it onto the wire rack without the Teflon underneath, so that it cooks evenly on both sides, top and bottom. Yeah, see, this one does need a little. Let me get the edges on this a little bit wet. It's been out in the air since I took it out of the dehydrator. So this is all about as you do things like this, guys, what you're going to find is that you're going to learn the different feel and texture of this so that you know, oh, maybe I needed a little bit more water in that batter, you know, before I rolled it out. Maybe make it a little bit more wet. Maybe not have it in the dehydrator for quite as long as I did. All of these little things you're gonna learn. Maybe make the dough a little bit thicker. I don't know. We really don't know until we dehydrate it and see how it works. So we got a few more to do here, which is good. So yeah, this is really drying out nicely. Ooh, but I kind of broke the back end because I moved the saran wrap. Yeah, these are a little bit drying out too much. So just, just work with it. Just work with it. As long as it's got some saran wrap top and bottom, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Just make it work, baby. Just like Tim Gunn says, just make it work. Okay, Tim. All right, I'm on it. I'm on it. Have you guys ever watched Project Runway? I love Tim Gunn. Hold on, I need to get a Kleenex. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Okay. All right. Two more to go. How's it going out here? Yeah, you need the recipe, right? I've been hyper today, I know. Hi there, Maribel. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so glad that you're here. Yes, the Burnsy burger. I did post it a while back, but when I do that next, we will post. I'll get organized on the recipes. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Okay. Nothing like doing something for the first time ever on a live, right? That takes a lot of lady balls right there. We'll just do this live. We'll just see how this goes. We'll just fail forward publicly. Sure, no problem. We got this, right? We got this. So this is really going to be, I can tell this is going to be delicious. See how flaky the crust is getting already? Oh, that's really dried out. The last one, yeah, really dried out. Saran wrap. Can I get a piece of saran wrap? But the good news, what I can tell, is that this is going to dehydrate really, really quickly. So that side is kind of breaking like that. Let me just overlap that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's just smash that all down. Yes, that's all right. Listen, first time you do anything, don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of messing up. What you're probably going to find is that, number one, you learn some technique, like tricks. Number two, you start to understand that there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just food. It's not like, you're not cutting anybody open, it's just food. Whoops, sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, where's that coconut oil that I melted? There it is. There she is. Coconut oil and a little pastry brush, right? Just dip that in and just lightly coat it so that maybe it doesn't crack open quite quite so much. And maybe, you know what I'll do is maybe I will just do this with the first, just a few of them. I'm going to do some with the oil on the surface and then some without. And we'll see how we like both ways, because it might, it might be fine without the oil. Maybe with the oil, maybe just this little bit of oil, tiny, 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 just drops of oil. Maybe that will also add to it, almost like that fried, texture with the oiliness, that we come to know and love. I'm going to do it on all of them. Well, I'll leave one behind, because this might be a huge disaster. Maybe I'll be like, ooh, that did not work at all. You don't know until you try, guys. You really don't. Don't be afraid to try things, right? This is all about, experimenting, trying new things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. I think that's going to be really good, actually. Just the tiniest amount of coconut oil on the outside. And then once you kind of get the sense of how to do this, then you're in business. I'm an entrepreneur, right? So I'm always thinking, ooh, how do I do that, but like mass produce it? What's the easiest way to do the most amount in the shortest amount of time and effort? You see, this one is starting to break apart already, which is going to make transporting it over to here a little bit tricky, but that's okay. We'll just press that together. There we go. So we're just going to slide these off. I did not crimp the edges, but that's okay. I don't think I need to. Just going to get a kniff to move that over. What's a kniff? It's a knife. Kniff. You know what I mean, right? But yeah, look at that. Samosa! Come on! I've never made a samosa before. Well, it's not that hard. I mean, come on. It's a little curry seasoning with a little pastry wrapped in a triangle kind of situation. But this is definitely the first time that I've ever made a raw vegan samosa. And there you have it. Ta-da! There you have it, a tray full of samosas. Oh, I have not done the classes yet for the burgers. I have not done that as yet. So don't dehydrate as long to fix. So I could have taken this out just to get it slightly dry. Yes, it was one of, we got to scroll back and look. It does look amazing, right? I'll wait to see how Dali likes them for flavor. I think he's going to like them. I'm going to go put this in the dehydrator, and I'm going to bring back out the noodles that we just put in. Hold on. Okay, so here are the noodles that we just put in right before. And this dough really does taste good. So here it is. That's really good. It's almost like I think these are almost going to be like a thin breadstick almost. You see that? I don't know if it'll work in a noodle kind of a way. Maybe it'll be too crunchy, but I'm just going to separate them on the tray here and then pop them back in. See that? So I'm not sure. I think you could probably boil these. Could probably cook them. Where's that mango chutney? What do I want? Oh, I got this little Band-Aid piece that I didn't do anything with. I'll put that back on there. You know, I can thin down this mango chutney with some of that cashew cheese that I had left over and make a really cool like curry dipping sauce. I think this might be a little bit too delicate to use as a noodle, but these would be like a really nice munchy snack, you know what I mean? And it's got a nice curry flavor, just a little hint of a curry. So I'm going to put these back in the dehydrator till they get really crispy. Let me go do that now. And then I'm going to make a little dipping sauce out of the mango chutney and some more of the cashew cream that we made yesterday. So hang on one second. Yes. So what I love about cooking this way as well is that you flip your food, right? Flip it. You got some leftover something from yesterday. How do we make that into something new? Right? Like this is a cashew cream that we did. I guess it was cashew cheese yesterday, which was just cashews and pine nuts and a little tiny bit of water, like a quarter of a cup, maybe half a cup of water, and then a little bit of raw apple cider vinegar. And now I'm just stirring in just the tiniest bit of mango chutney, which was really spicy. I think that could use a little more or a lot more. Yeah, this is how you transform your food. Right? You got leftovers. Well, if you want to eat the leftovers, cool. Right? But if you want something different, a whole new menu, a whole different so we went from, you know, a kind of Italian kind of bruschetta kind of feel with the toppings, right? We put a beautiful, so we had that from yesterday, and then we added some tamarind sauce and some curry spices to that, and we made this beautiful samosa filling. And now we took some of that cashew butter from yesterday, added in some mango chutney, and now we have a that's really good. I'm going to put some more of that chutney in because it's just almost there. Almost there. I made this mango chutney, about a month ago. This was cooked. Usually when you do sauces and dips that are raw vegan, you kind of have to eat them within about 5 days because they will start, they will start going bad. All done? Loading it up?
Oh, so load it. I'm gonna go now. Just want to grab some juice.
Okay. So that is really good. So that is you want to taste this, babe? You want to taste this curry sauce I made?
Sure.
Mango chutney with the cashew butter.
Tastes good.
Oh my God, so good. I could eat that with a spoon. With some veggies. Oh yeah. That is perfect. So that will be a great dipping sauce for the samosas without it being too overpowering, too spicy. So that is it. So I will show you guys how the samosas came out tonight, if we're back in time for 8 o'clock. I might do a live on the road because we're going to go for a little drive. We're going to go test drive some trucks. I'm going to go see what's what out in the real world. And I want to thank you guys so much for coming to class. I want you to remember, be balanced in everything that you do. All right. Don't be getting into the extremes too much, because that is just not, that is just not where it's at. And have a great day. Keep your juicing going. We're enjoying the melon juice. Mine is out. Sally just got some melons. Do you want me to juice a watermelon for you?
Sure,
for the
that's
road?
the only one
That's the only one that's left. Okay. So I will probably, once I turn the camera off, I will go like a mad fool and focus down and juice a watermelon for Dali for our drive. And I will see you guys all back here at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to watch my stories, follow the stories on Facebook and Instagram, because I do try to give you guys a nice little back scene, backstage look at our lives together. And yeah, we have fun. And I show you recipes as I'm developing them and how things are turning out. So make sure to catch that on the Facebook and the Instagram. Love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in and for being such a beautiful part of this community, Alana. We love you. We love you so. We love you so. I'm going to pack up this beautiful curry veggie medley. Beautiful, delicious, no sugar. Like the mango chow and the mango chutney, everything I made, no sugar in it, all sweetened with dates. So nothing to impact my body in a negative way whatsoever. So I can have balance in my life, because I want to do this for all the days of my life. I want to continue to detox, but I also want to continue to be able to enjoy food, right? And knowing how to do that, and knowing that it is not difficult to do, that is everything. I know we are still finding watermelons. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm going to juice a watermelon for him. And yeah, I'll see you guys all soon. Okay. Mwah. I love you. I love you.